This is all 10 caves on the island. Hello everybody, and this is going to be a no BS all 10 cave guide on the island, because most cave guides I see, either it's too dark, they talk for 15 minutes at the start, or it just takes too long. So first cave is going to be the artifact of the Clever Cave, located right here. Okay. So, this one is widely classified as the easiest cave in the game, and for good reason, because it really is really easy. So this one, yeah, you come to a fork, they both go the same way, doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna jump over these guys. I'm down here. Going down over here. Keep on going, another fork, again, doesn't matter where you go, both go the same way. Go around. And over here. And there you go. Really, really easy artifact cave. Definitely the easiest in the game. I'm going to be doing them from easiest to hardest, in my opinion. It's going to differ from everybody. But, yeah, that's the artifact of the Clever. Alright, so now here at the second one, we are on the Carno Island. This cave, again, it really depends. Obviously, getting to Carno Island, like, off the bat is not the easiest thing to do. The cave itself, again, in my opinion, is actually pretty easy if you have, like, a berry or a theory or anything like that. But this is artifact of the Devourer. There is no crossbow skip. I mean, there's one to get up quickly, but not... Oh, I guess, yeah, technically you can go down as well. But... Or you could just jump down on a mountain and then dismount before you hit the ground, because, yeah. But here it is. Okay, on the map. And, so yeah. And actually I'm going to toggle my visor for this, because this cave does get a little dark sometimes. So you want to come around, just keep following. Then you actually want to go into this water, obviously. Then while you're in the water, just follow these crystals, and take a right. And then instead of going back there, because I'm pretty sure there's not even back there, you just want to go up here. And what's up here in the cave? And there's a Megalania right there. Alright, so normally, without the grappling hook, you would have to go all the way around down this way. Still looping. Basically, it's just a long path down. But if you're playing on like single player or whatever and you have flyers, you can legit fly from up there where you started straight down to the artifact, because the artifact is right over here. Right down here. So you enter right up there, artifact is right below you, and there you go. Artifact of the Devourer. Easy. And again, if you do have crossbows, you can just go ahead and just crossbow yourself up if you don't have a mount or whatever. Which I don't know why you would come in here if you don't have a mount, but I mean, hey, everyone's different. It is a pretty far drop, so I do recommend being careful if you're using grappling hooks. But there you go. Easy, quick artifact to devour. Alright, this is the artifact of the Pack Cave. Right in this little area, which is kind of hard to find sometimes. But it's right here. This one, honestly, it's really easy to get lost in it, because of just how long the cave itself is. But it's pretty simple if you have grappling hooks. So when we enter, you just want to keep following this moss. Just keep on following the moss. All the way down here. When you get to this little opening, you want to be careful not to fall down there. Just keep going left. Jump over all these guys. Keep going. Got a little stuck. Alright, and at this fork, instead of going left, I'm gonna go ahead and go right. And then once you get to this fork, make sure you go left instead of right. So I'll drop down here. Okay, so these guys, and again another fork. I'm gonna go right. Down here, and then you should come to this ruin area. Once you're here, okay, you want to go ahead and just cut through here. And here, jump over here, and then stand right on this bright green like moss rock area. And here's where the crossbow skip is, alright? And I'll show you guys. So, I'm just gonna fly real quick. So from this area, if we look over there, you can actually see there is an opening right here, which leads to the artifact. So, from right here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a crossbow. You want to try and aim it into that little area right there. Oh, kind of missed it. There we go. Ready yourself in. And there you go. You just skipped the entire cave. I'm just gonna keep running down. And there you go. Doing it this way makes you skip every single water part in this cave, which is really handy if you don't like water parts, because I know I absolutely hate them. So yeah, definitely should bring a crossbow with hooks here. Okay. Most stuff. Now we are at the artifact of the Hunter Cave, and actually this one well actually I don't think this one I know is the easiest cave in the game. I kind of forgot it existed actually, but finding it is literally the hardest part. There is a grapple skip, which makes the entire cave last like 25 seconds. Just a bunch of running. And once you get to this room, instead of taking the long path down, you want to walk this way. And then jump down. Some more running. And guess frickin' what? You're at the artifact. That fast. There you go. And go back up the same way if you have grappling hooks. Obviously. There we go. And there you go. That's the artifact of the Hunter Cave. Okay, and this is artifact of the Massive Cave, right here. This one sort of has a grappling skip, but it's really just not jumping over stuff. So I mean, you should really still bring them though, because this cave does have quite a bit of jumps, and if you don't feel like you can make them, grappling hooks are definitely the way to go. And for this cave, you pretty much just want to stick to the right for most of it. I'm gonna turn actually my visor on. Alright, right here at this big area, I'm gonna go ahead, make it right. Going that way will just lead you to a dead end. Again, we're gonna keep holding right just to make it simple. There's a jump there. Jump. And right here, once you get to this bridge, go ahead and just walk down it. Onto here. Keep going right. And there you go, you're at the artifact room. This is where grappling hooks usually come in handy for most people, because from here you can legit just grapple straight to the end with like 2 or 3 of them. Or 1 of them. There you go. And there's the artifact of the massive. Easy. The artifact of the immune cave. Right here. And this cave is only up this high because of the need for a gas mask, and like the sap and the black pearl and all that stuff can be pretty annoying sometimes. But you need a gas mask or a full suit of scuba to survive them. There is a grappling skip pretty early on actually. So you just want to go through it like normally. And then bam, right as you're in the very first room that you enter, after you get rid of everything, you're going to pull out your grappling hooks. And you're going to have to go in the water for the most part. You just want to look up, grapple to like up here, turn around, and right there. And you just want to jump into it. And there you go. Artifact of the immune. That easily. So again, it is a little hard to like see the skip at first. But the very first room, just head behind the pillar, grapple up to the middle of the pillar, turn around, and there you go. Pack cave is done. Easy. Last 4 caves. 2 more on land, 2 more in water. And this one is the artifact of the SKYLORD. Right here. This one can really only be difficult because of like how small it is, and there are a lot of bats in here, so if you have diseases on, you might want to be careful. But the cave's also pretty easy because it's pretty, straightforward. Also, make sure you bring grappling hooks. You need grappling hooks for this one. But basically, you just want to keep hugging the right, like every single time you can. Literally just hug the right wall. And you're going to want to use your grappling hooks right here. And look at this. The artifact's right behind all these guys, but yeah. I think I'm actually gonna need to kill these guys to get through. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys real quick. Because they like to spawn a bunch of enemies right at the artifact for some reason, which is totally not annoying or anything. But once you get rid of all those asses, then you can move on to here. More enemies, of course, and then there's the artifact right there. So after you kill all of these guys, that's what you gotta do. Just hug the right wall, and then make a grappling hook skip, and then there you go. Relatively easy, but not when they stack up on the artifact like that. Okay, so now here we are underwater for the cave, or for the artifact of the brood I meant. Right here. This is classified as the easier of the ocean caves. I mean, it's still not going to be a walk in the park because underwater caves suck. But it's simpler than the other one. So, it's just a big swim. You would want to come in here with like a Bassie or 2, or just a huge pack of Megs because, you know, underwater caves suck, man. So then you get to this first little big room. Just go ahead and keep going forward. And you'll eventually come to like a part, like a bunch of land in the middle. You just want to go ahead and hop over that. There you go. We're over that. You just want to jump over and go back in. Or if you have a water creature, you can go all the way around, but I mean, obviously you should. I would not recommend doing this on foot. Unless you're God moded like me, then I guess you could do it. So most people will get to the last room and then have no idea where to go, which is understandable. But once you get to this room that has all of like these crystals and stuff, you wanna, instead of going up here, you wanna go back down. And then past this little route here. Yeah, 9 times out of 10 there will be an alpha mosasaur here, which really sucks because this is the final room, right? This is where most people get confused. They see the alpha mosa and they start freaking out. They don't know where to go. But if the mosa's not in the way, the artifact's right next to him. So once you get to this big old room with crystals, and there's a dossier up there, or up there somewhere, I think. Just right in the water, just smack down in the middle. And there you go. There's your artifact of the brew. So, yeah, simple if this guy wasn't here. At what everyone's been waiting for. The artifact of the strong, or ice cave. Located right here. This cave you really shouldn't do on foot, so I'm not going to show like all of the grappling hook stuff. I'm going to show just the straight path down, like if you were on a Yeti or something. So this cave is pretty long, which is insane considering of how many creatures are in here. But so once you get to this area, I'm gonna go ahead. You can go around, you know, check for your drops or whatever. But main area is over here. This area, which is directly across. Just go down here. Take this path down. Then you come to another open area. This one you want to go all the way to the right for. Now usually what I would do is I would drop down here, like even all my mounts, because I would just dismount like before I hit the ground or whatever. But if you want to go the actual path down, it's on this side instead. Take this all trail down here. Come down here. Just walk off this. And you're down here by this water level. Here you just want to jump onto the little ice sheets all the way around until you're past this crystal wall. Jump again. Then you want to go up. Again, you could skip the entire water area by grappling up to this area from that sheet. But yeah, just keep going straight. Here you want to go right, and then here, obviously you don't want to go in the water. We're gonna go right instead. Just gonna fall on here. And straight. Going up there just lets you get us a loot crate that can drop, or that can spawn up there, I think. Or on one of these pillars, I can't remember. Gonna go left, and then obviously we're gonna go right. Left. Jump over all this stuff. And you wanna jump across this water here. Go straight. Yeah, and a lot of enemies spawn right at the end, so get ready for a fight if you're gonna try and brute your way through this cave. And then straight up here, past all these guys, is the artifact of the strong. There you go. That's how you do Ice Cave. Legitimately, without hooks. And here we are. What I think is personally the hardest cave in the game. The artifact of the Cunning cave. This is definitely the harder of the two water caves in the game. Just because like the amount of Tusos I can spawn and all that stuff, it's just not very nice to go through. So I definitely recommend Bassies here. Definitely. Or you can actually speed blitz this one if you have a dolphin with just cranked up movement speed, and you can zoom past pretty much everything in this cave. But if you're gonna try and take on everything in this cave, I will show you where to go. So there's not much for the first part, it's just a lot of swimming. I don't think using a jetpack makes it go any faster. Yeah, I think it makes it go slower. So you just want to make your way around this little curve here. And then once you get to this big area, stop. And look around for this little blue tech structure here. Because right behind this tech structure is a hole. A big ass cave. Very misleading. Don't go in it. Instead, go behind blue tech structure, go down the hole, and right across is the artifact of the cunning. Where is it? There we go. Right over there. Right there. Yeah, really messed up for them to make an underwater cave this hard and then have it be such a misleading area to get to. So, again, once you get to the giant room after turning around the wall, stop and look around for the blue tech structure that should be on your right if you enter. Go behind that into the hole, and then there you go. Artifact of the cunning. This video. So if you guys found it helpful, please give it a like, because it helps me out a lot more than people may think it does with the you know, whole algorithm and shit. I'm not very big tutorial guy, but I just felt like this was needed because personally I like finding tutorials that are actually useful and straightforward is kind of hard. So I figured I would just go do it my damn self. But yeah, that's all 10 caves in the game, and the somewhat fastest way to get to most of them. You know, I know it might have been not perfect because I didn't show like all the mounts and stuff, but I was just trying to show the artifact's location pretty much as fast as I can, because I hate double tapping to skip 10 seconds through an 8-minute video of like, you know, all artifact locations or whatever the hell. But yeah, that's all of them. If you enjoyed, maybe, I don't know, maybe subscribe, just maybe, you know, not you don't have to, I'm just saying. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye bye.